Me and you, we're not so different after all. The only difference is that I'm on this side of the phone and you're on the other side. What I've done that you've not is taking the first step. Actually, when I was going to sit down to make this video, I was like, fuck, not another video. I don't have it in me. I can't. I don't have the energy to do it. That's resistance in play. And it's also trying to protect me away. It's a way my body tells me that if you post this video, if you make a new video, there will be people that'll see it and may judge it. But I've learned to say fuck them. Fuck everybody who doesn't care about this or who has negative opinions about it and are just fooled by their perception of reality. So I want to clarify one thing, and it's that things, they are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. And just sit with that for a minute. Things are not what they are. Things are what we think they are. Exactly. Do you know how much of a limitation that puts on you? I don't think you do. Because when you think it's so, I forgot the word. When you think it's so hard to do something, it's actually not. For example, take this video for instance. It's not hard. I'm sitting in front of a camera speaking. The physical action of it is not hard. I am here, gesturing with my hands a little bit and speaking, looking in the camera. That's the physical act. It's not hard. It's not hard whatsoever. But if we think it's hard, then it is hard. Then you're fooling your brain. Then you're fooling your brain into making it harder for you when performing the activity. I had this once with a presentation. I was going up there. My heart was beating fast as fuck. It was in a class presentation. I think it was a presentation about Jamaica and the geographic spots there. And I remember my heart pulsed and beat so hard that I was just like, oh shit, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? It's so hard. When in reality, now that I think back at it, it's like, okay, I went up from the chair, stood up, walked to the front of the room, and stood and talked in front of a audience. It's not hard. You just think it's hard. You're putting a limitation on yourself. That's it. And I see this so often. I catch myself with it too. And then I always remember to double stack. Action stack, it's called action stacking. And what this is that every time your body kicks up a fuss about something, for example, you're going to write 20 emails or 20 cold emails. If you one time think of it as hard, or like, oh shit, I'm not going to be able to do it, or I don't have it in me, blah blah blah, then you make your body do 20 more. And if it starts kicking up fuss at 40, then you say, okay, I'm not going to sleep until I've done 100. This will program your brain into thinking that every time you think something is hard, it'll be punished. And it doesn't want to be punished. So after a time of calibrating, it'll reprogram and stop thinking it's hard. It's very simple. And of course, I'm not saying that you should be an idiot with this. And for example, when running, you run 100 or 10 miles, 20 Swedish miles, when you can get hurt from it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that every time your body doesn't want to do something, you do it. And that's a video I've done previously. But please, please, please take the first step towards your uncomfortable stages. And I promise you, after a while, you'll find something good in it. Yeah, I'm actually gonna say it. Why not? So 2 weeks ago, me and my friends we got a paper from a brochure from some random guy on the street that invited us to a brain scan. It said brain scan on the card. And I was just like, I'm gonna keep it and I'm gonna have it in my bag. And then I remembered a couple of days later, it was suddenly the day that it was a meetup. And I just thought, all right, I may actually go to this event. And one of my friends, he was going with me. And then we met up another group of friends. And then they were like, what? Are you going to brain scan? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I think it's a fun thing. And I'll see if anything comes out of it. And as me and my friend were starting to walk towards it, my friend just like, I think I'm gonna go with the other guys home. And I was like, all right, you do you, man. But I'm just like, I went there alone. And it wasn't the best thing. It sucked, actually. But still, that mentality of doing something that you don't know, a bit spontaneous, but doing something out of your comfort zone. It was actually quite funny. I went to a place where they had stations of health, and it was just like 70-year-olds, and I was the youngest guy to have been there. So it was pretty awkward, but still, it's this kind of mindset that I know will get me further in life generally. And I'll adapt it, and I have adapted it. That's it. Please take this next step. Bye.